brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got a man complete. It's Taylor on the move past the 40. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 66 yards. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Colts need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
They'll let Taylor try and run. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Tell you what, they're not messing around. You get the quick touchdown, and then you go for 2 to go up 8-0 here on the road.
In a sense, they hit him with a big shot right away. You don't throw a jab after you throw the haymaker, right? Go ahead and go for 2. They did. They're in control.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
As we've seen over the years, offensive coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Tua going to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Tua to his Alabama teammate Waddle. First down, Miami. Now Tua. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Back to Taylor on first down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. He'll drop to throw. And they're going to get it. That one's caught. And now the lead moves to 16-0. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. This is caught. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple. 16-0. That's the score after one on EA Sports. Ready. 2nd and 2. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well. His teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll set up a throw. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup. First and 10, Taylor now. Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
He finds Taylor, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Here we go.
Frank Reich going to tell the offense to go for 2. They'll let Taylor try and run. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Going up top. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle in the final seconds of the first half. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. Time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Looking to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Shaquille Leonard in there to blow that play up.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage would be found.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But third down coming up.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra cheap.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Foles. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. They'll try it now with Mostert. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Now Foles. To the right side, complete to Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 35 yards. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, he's got a man complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. 77 yards. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for two. The two are going to try and throw for it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Yeah, this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Back now in Miami. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. Here's Foles. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And he'll be out right at the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Play action. Now it's Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 97. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
That's a loss of 2. Brings up second and
looking to pass. Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 32-yard line. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd down, Mostert able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there and end up making the play.
Ready, ready. Smash, red. Cluster, stick.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Well, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You always think about picking up the 1st down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but admire the effort.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And they hit him as he throws as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. And now Tua going to try and sneak it. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Tua going to run the sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack even if...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
If they're able to come back to tie or win this game, I think this is a play that we're going to look back on as the game changer. They really changed the tone and what the opposition wanted to do when they're trying to run some time off the clock and add to its lead late in this contest.
On the handoff, Taylor stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
Hey, here we go. I got you. Got you. You know.
They'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Allie Cox. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And they will take a knee here. So this one winds up in Indianapolis victory.